I have my BMW M2, and I'm gonna go over 3 interesting kind of fun facts that you probably don't know about the BMW M2. Now, as you can see behind me with my F87 2016 BMW M2, this is more or less what this video is going to be about. This isn't about the new M2, this is about this generation of M2. So let's go into the first fun fact about this generation of BMW M2. Now, the first fun fact is that the BMW M2 from this generation did actually become a safety car for the MotoGP. They did actually create that car. So there is one that exists that is a proper, actual, official safety car. Now, that car had some really cool upgrades to it. It had like the whole back removed and a whole roll cage put in. There was the light bar that was added to it. It had a rear wing, and it had a lot of really cool upgrades that really made it a really cool safety car. There's no other way to put it. It's just really cool that it was turned into a safety car. Now, that specific car did also have a louder exhaust. So I guess they put on the M Performance exhaust on it, but they made it even louder. Like all the silencers, like everything was removed. So it was basically like almost a straight piped M Performance exhaust. The engine remained pretty much exactly the same, and nothing was really changed. Now, the interior was also really cool on that because the roll cage was like a gold color. It had some kind of gold accenting along the steering wheel. Now, the new M2, I believe in 2023, they also unveiled as another safety car for the MotoGP, basically using the new G87 M2 instead of this one. So I'll put a picture of that one on the screen. Now, speaking of the gold interior, the second fun fact is actually that this BMW did come in more colors than we initially thought. Initially, it was released in white, gray, black, white. I already said white, gray, black, and blue. There were no 2 whites, it was just 1 white. Blue was the 4th color, which is the one I have, the Long Beach Blue, which, by the way, is the best color. It is the proper color. So if you buy one, this is the color to buy it in. What some of you guys may not know is there was actually a 5th color that the BMW M2 came in back when it was released, and that is Austin Yellow Metallic. Now, yes, that is the exact same Austin Yellow Metallic that comes on the BMW M3 and the M4 from this generation, from the F chassis. So that color used to pretty much be exclusive to those M cars. But Austin Yellow Metallic ended up being one of those really unique colors that ended up making their way to other M cars that people were willing to pay for. Specifically for this one, there was one car, one specific BMW M2 in this generation that was painted in Austin Yellow Metallic. There is a famous car collector named Michael Fox who has an insane car collection. You can follow him on Instagram. He has a lot of really cool cars, and he actually spec'd one of these in Austin Yellow Metallic, and it looks so cool. And I personally would love to own that one of one limited edition car. I would love to own that. And I believe he pays something like 100 grand for that car. Now, somewhat recently in the last couple years, he ended up auctioning that car off, and it sold for something like $70,000, 72, somewhere in that ballpark of 70 grand. Low mileage, one of one paints. It had a DCT transmission, so it was not a manual, but like the interior had a lot of like the same Austin Yellow accenting on the inside. It had a custom badging here on the door sill that said like specifically built for Michael Fox or something along those lines, and it's so cool. I would love to have that. And the rear view mirror was also painted in that color as well. That's often an overlooked feature that that car has. That mirror is also painted in that color, if you ever actually look closely in pictures of that car. So that's the really cool fun fact about this BMW M2 and Austin Yellow Metallic, is that there is a one of one painted Austin Yellow Metallic BMW M2. I personally really wanted an M4 in Austin Yellow Metallic when I was shopping for this BMW M2, but I really couldn't find a good specs M4 that was in good condition. I wanted the carbon roof, I wanted the upgraded lights, I wanted the full kit and caboodle package, but I could not find one for the life of me. So I bought another M2. Now, for the next fun fact about the BMW M2, we're gonna go inside the car, because there's a quirky little thing inside this car. A little shout out, I guess, to Doug DeMuro and his little quirks and features. But there's a really interesting part about this car that it never frustrated me until today, and that's really what inspired me to make this video. So let's hop inside and I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about. If we open the door, right here, you're looking at it. These seats. Now you may think, yeah, it's some seats, whatever, who cares? What's the big deal about them? These seats on the driver's side do not point straight forward. These seats point towards the driver door. So if you ever actually like look from above, you'll see that they're not angled forwards, they're angled this way. And it really agitated me today, and I'll show you exactly why. Let me put the camera down and I'll show you why this frustrated me. All right guys, so if I get in here, you can't really tell very easily from the camera angle, but if I have my arms like perfectly like on the bolster, if I'm sitting straight, it's hard to tell. Over here, the steering wheel goes about to these knuckles right here. And over here, they go to about these knuckles. So there's about an inch of play between kind of sides, if that really makes any sense. So sometimes when I'm turning, this arm right here will sometimes hit the bolster, and this one will kind of clear it, like just barely. So that's how I noticed it today, and it just really agitated me. And like, I knew this was a thing on this car. I knew it was turned, I knew it was slightly angled, but it never bothered me until today when I was turning my steering wheel. But that's a fun fact for you guys. The reason for it is because the transmission placement and the kind of whole center console, for safety reasons or something like that, for whatever reason, the seat can't be straight. To kind of fix it and fit everything into the car, they slightly tilted it this way. Unless someone told you specifically that your seat is turned, you'll never notice it. But if you have OCD and stuff like that bothers you, you're welcome. I just ruined your whole car for you. Now, the next fun fact on the BMW M2, and I believe most M cars, is in the front. In there is actually an additional oil cooler. So if you're ever driving and you have your tire temperatures on inside your iDrive, and I have a video on how to code that, if you ever actually look at your tire temperatures, you'll notice they all tend to be fairly even except for your driver's side. So the driver's side tire is usually going to run a lot hotter than all the other tires and might be a little higher PSI because of the temperature, because of that oil cooler, because the air goes through and it ends up being released onto the tires. So that's a fun fact. So if you're ever driving and you have your tire temperatures up and you're wondering, why is that tire so hot when all the other ones are exactly the same? That's why. It's because of an oil cooler. Now, the final fun fact about the BMW M2, and specifically about this right here, the OG M2 with the N55 engine, it's less a fun fact and more so an opinion, but this car is insanely slept on and so overlooked by so many people. Guys, this car is so incredible. It's such a blast to drive. I know it doesn't have the M engine with the S55, blah, 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 blah. I get it, but you don't need it. This car is insanely fun and it sounds so good, guys. The S55, I promise you, does not sound as good as this car. A lot of people right away jump right into the M2 competition, or they'll just skip this altogether with the 2 Series and go into the M3, the M4. But guys, don't sleep on this car. This thing is incredible. The color is beautiful if you get it in this color. It's a tiny, compact little car. It's very analog. There's not a lot of touchscreen nonsense going on. There's buttons. There's a stick shift. It's just one of the last of its kind, where it's a tiny analog sports car. We are losing that as a car community, and this car really kind of, like, just look at it. Look how good it looks, guys. I mean, guys, this thing it's such, I mean, come on, listen to this. Let me play the exhaust for you guys, and just take a quick listen to the N55 M2, all right? Give me 1 second. Guys, don't sleep on this car. This thing sounds incredible, all right? And that's it for this one, guys. Those are some fun facts about the original BMW M2 that you guys may or may not have known. Some of these I didn't know for like a year of owning the car. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you liked this one. Leave it a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. And once again, thank you all for 1,000 subscribers. I truly, truly appreciate all of you. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.